The Raven. Once upon a midnight journey, while I pondered, weak and weary, over a many a quaint and curious volume of forgotten lore, while I nodded, nearly napping, suddenly there came a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. "Only this, and nothing more." Ah, distinctly I remember it was in the bleak December, and each separate dying ember wrought its ghost upon the door. Eagerly I wished the morrow, vainly I had sloughed to borrow from my books sources of sorrow, sorrow for the lost Lenore, for the rare and radiant maiden whom the angels name Lenore, nameless here forevermore. And the silken sad and certain rustling of each purple curtain thrilled me, filled me with fantastic terrors never felt before, so that now, to still the beating of my heart, I stood repeating, "'Tis some visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door." Some late visitor, entreating entrance at my chamber door. This it is, and nothing more. Presently my soul grew stronger, hesitating then no longer. "Sir," said I, "or madam, truly your forgiveness I implore, but the fact is I was napping, and so gently you came rapping, and so faintly you came tapping at my chamber door, that I scarce was sure I heard you." Here I opened wide the door. Darkness there, and nothing more. Deep into the darkness peering, long I stood there wondering, fearing, doubting, dreaming dreams no mortals ever dared to dream before. But the silence was unbroken, and the stillness gave no token, and the only word there spoken was the whispered word, "Lenore!" This I whispered, and an echo murmured back to the word, "Lenore!" Merely this, and nothing more. Back into the chamber turning, all my soul within me burning. Soon again I heard a tapping, somewhat louder than before. "Surely," said I, "surely that is something at my window lattice. Let me see then, what there it is, and this mystery explore. Let my heart be still a moment, and this mystery explore. 'Tis the wind, and nothing more." Open here I flung the shutter, when, with many a flirt and flutter, and there stepped a stately raven of the saintly days of yore. Not the least obeisance made he, not a minute stopped or stayed he, but, with mien of floral lady, perched above my chamber door, perched upon a bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door, perched and sat, and nothing more. Then this ebony bird, beguiling my sad fancy into smiling, with the grave and stern decorum of the countenance it wore, "Though thy crest be shorn and shaven thou," I said, "art sure no craven, ghastly grim and ancient raven wandering from the nightly shore. Tell me what thy lordly name is on the nice Plutonian shore." Quoth the raven, "Nevermore." Much I marvel this ungainly fowl, to hear discourse so plainly. Thou its answer little meaning, ill relevancy more. For we cannot help agreeing that no living human being ever yet was blessed with seeing bird above his chamber door, bird or beast upon the sculptured bust above his chamber door, with such name as Nevermore. But the raven, sitting lonely on the placid bust, spoke only that one word, as if his soul in that one word he did outpour. Nothing further than he uttered, not a feather than he fluttered, till is scarcely more than muttered, other friends have flown before. On the morrow he will leave me, as my hopes have flown before. Then the bird said, nevermore. Startled at the stillness broken, my reply so aptly spoken, doubtless, said I, what it utters is its only stock in store, caught from some unhappy master, from unmerciful disaster, followed fast and followed faster, till his songs one burden bore, till the dirges of his hope that melancholy burden more, never, nevermore. But the raven, still beguiling, all my fancy into smiling, straight I wheeled a cushioned seat in front of bird, and bust, and door. Then opened the velvet sinking, I betook myself to linking, fancy unto fancy, thinking what this ominous bird of yore, what this grim, and gamely, ghastly, gaunt, and ominous bird of yore, meant, in croaking, nevermore. This I sat engaged in guessing, by the syllable expressing, to the fowl, whose very eyes now burned into my bosom's core. This, and more, I sat divining, with my head at ease reclining, on the cushion's velvet lining, that the lamplight gloated o'er, but whose velvet violet lining, with the lamplight gloating over, she shall press nevermore. Then methought the air grew denser, perfumed from an incense censer, swung the seraphim, whose foot falls tinkled on the tufted floor. Rich, I cried, thy God hath lent thee, by these angels he hath sent thee, respite and nepenthe, from thy memories of Lenore. Quaff, oh quaff the sky nepenthe, forget his lost Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or deaf, whether tempter sent, or whether tempest tossed thee here ashore. Desolate yet all undaunted, on this desert and enchanted, on this home by horror haunted, tell me truly, I implore, is your balm and guilt? Tell me, I implore, quoth the raven, nevermore. Prophet, said I, thing of evil, prophet still, if bird or devil, may that heaven that bends above us, or that God we both adore, tell this soul with sorrow laden, if within the distant Eden it shall clasp a sainted maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Clasp a rare and radiant maiden, whom the angels name Lenore. Quoth the raven, nevermore. Be that word or sign in parting, bird or fiend, has shrieked, upstarting, get thee back into the tempest in the night's Plutonian shore. Leave no black plume as a token of that thy soul hath spoken. Leave my loneliness unbroken, quit the bust above my door. Take my peak from out my heart, and take thy form from off my door. Quoth the raven, nevermore. And the raven, never flitting, still is sitting, on the pallid bust of Pallas, just above my chamber door. And his eyes have all the sinning of a demon's that is dreaming, and the lamplight o'er him streaming, throws his shadow on the floor. And my soul, from off the shadow that lies floating on the floor, shall be lifted nevermore.